Last month, home prices stayed pretty much the same in Sacramento County, but not necessarily the case when it comes to just how many homes are on the market. So joining me this morning to break down some of the latest real estate numbers in this area, Judy Covington with the Sacramento Association of Realtors. Thank you for coming in today.
And thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, I hear so many people in residential real estate saying, I just don't get it. It's such a strange time that we're in. What's your biggest takeaway from the most recent numbers that you have?
That the numbers are stable. They're not going to crash like a lot of people are wishing that they would for lower prices.
In terms of the prices.
In terms of the prices. And it's not going to be 2008 all over again. It's steady, it's sustainable. We'd like to have more inventory. Right now we only have 1.4 months of inventory. It would be nice to have at least 4 to 6 months of inventory, which would make it a very even market for the buyers and the sellers. Right,
but there just doesn't seem to be, a big sign that people want to go, especially with the way rates have been going. So we have seen more homes sold last month than we did in July, but it's less than we were selling last year. Is it the rates, do you think, that's impacting that?
The rates are a factor, but the other factor is there are many people that perhaps would like to move, but they have a lower rate. They have the they refi, they have 2 to 3% rates, so why would they want to go to a 7% loan?
So what would be your biggest advice then? Let's break it down to 2 things. Biggest advice for buyers right now?
The biggest advice is to be prepared. Work with your lender so that you can be pre-qualified, to understand how much house you can buy, not what you want to buy, but what you're comfortable with buying.
Okay.
And to work with a good realtor, of course.
Well, yeah. Given on that one. Okay, how about for sellers then? What's the biggest thing that they should be keeping in mind heading into the fall, given the idea that, obviously there aren't as many houses out there, so they could be in a good position?
They need to remember that the housing prices are not what they were when we were in the pandemic or in 2021. So don't overprice your home. And if you don't overprice your home, it's not going to stay on the market very long.
A quick, clean sale at a good price can be a good thing to have.
It can.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Judy. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Yep.